What's up, guys? Matchstick Gamer here, bringing you some more Dragon Ball Super information. Before we get into what's going on here, real quick, I just want to be clear in the fact that yes, I am aware of the other episode titles. However, I have not reported on them because I question how real they are. I am aware of the supporting evidence for it, but I've seen some different episode titles, which will be seen here, and summaries are different to some degree. There are some similarities, but beyond that, until I either see the episode or until I get scans basically saying, yes, this is happening, I'm going to have to call it for right now and say I kind of question it. But that said, I'm not going to completely outright say they are wrong, but I'm not going to 100% outright say that they are legit. However, what I am presenting here, without question, is legit. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, this is spoilers for Dragon Ball Super, episodes 94 and 95. So far, Yamcha free, says Herms. So, for those of you wondering what Herms means by this, it's referring to the questionable episode titles where it mentions a him, in quotations, he and him, referring to a warrior that will potentially replace somebody for Universe 7. I'm not going to get into it too much, y'all should know what I'm talking about. But the running theory is that it would be Yamcha, because there is a lot of setup for it, and again, it's just one of those supporting evidence things, but again, I'm not going to really get into too much of it here, so let's get into it. So first, of course, per usual, showing you the original source, and let's go over here to the translation. The resurrected Frieza immediately goes on a rampage. Airing June 11th, Resurrection of Frieza, Resurrection of the Evil Emperor, the mysterious awaiting assassins. After finishing his negotiations with Frieza, Goku returns to Capsule Corporation. Meanwhile, Universe 4's God of Destruction, Quintilia, I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Forgive me if I butchered that. Contact Universe 9's God of Destruction, Sidra, to have a secret conversation about Goku and the others in Universe 7. Next episode listed here is airing June 18th. The wickedest, the evilest Frieza runs wild. A mysterious gang lays on an ambush. Okay. For Goku and Frieza after they return from Hell. Frieza transforms into his golden form and mercilessly slaughters his enemies. Goku is too busy covering Frieza's surroundings to stop him. So, I guess Frieza's letting down his guard, and Goku's like, oh great, okay, these assassins are after us, I gotta cover Frieza's butt. Alright, so, I'm sure you see this other tab up here, and that's because, well, as I was getting ready to record this, we got some more titles. Straight from Herms, yet again. So again, here's the original source, and as you can see, it's 94 and 95 listed here, but we also got 96, 97, and 98, which we'll get into in a moment. Again, these are not the ones that I was referring to earlier. This is a different set. Dragon Ball Super, Episode 94, Resurrection of the Evil Emperor, the mysterious awaiting assassins, airing June 11th. So that title's consistent here. These don't have summaries either, by the way. Dragon Ball Super, Episode 95, the wickedest, the evilest, Frieza runs wild, airing June 18th. Same title. From here on, though, everything's, this is new information. Episode 96, the time has come to the World of Void, where the universe's fate will be decided. I'm not sure if that's meant to be read as universe or universes. Okay. Dragon Ball Super Episode 95, Survive. The curtain finally opens on the Tournament of Power, airing July 2nd. And by that time, of course, DLC Pack 4 for Xenoverse 2 should be out. It'd be out before that because it's coming out sometime this June. Most likely towards the end of this month. And then, of course, Dragon Ball Super Episode 98, its title is currently undecided, but it will be airing July 9th. So, there we go. So, some quick things I want to go over. I guess we'll discuss the titles here, since we don't have as much information on them, at least episodes 96 to 98. We have more information on 94 and 95, as seen previously. So 96 seems to be the point where they all say, okay, time to go to the World Void. And then, of course, 97 seems to be the actual starting of the tournament, but it seems that they head towards the tournament, episode 96. So that's going to be interesting. We finally get to the start of that. I'm looking forward to it. I've been waiting for this, much like you guys. I am looking forward to seeing everybody that participates in the tournament. I honestly thought it might be a little bit longer because I thought they were going to do like a lot of like story building and world building and backstory to some degree for all the characters that we're going to see participating, because it just seems like that's what they were setting up for. I mean, I realized the clock was ticking, but they could have done something like, you know, a few hours earlier and then flash back to like, you know, whenever, say, I don't know, all those guys showed up at Gowasu's place with Ramush, in Universe 10. Maybe they could have, like, you know, had them reveal themselves underneath a cloak, so, like, say, this happened hours ago, and then go over to, like, Universe, I don't know, 4, and this happened hours ago, and so on and so forth. Covering each of these characters, but they're not going to do that, and I'm not necessarily disappointed. That's just what I assumed was going to happen, because I thought they were going to kind of draw it out a little bit before they actually got to the actual tournament, so that way we would all care about all these new characters being introduced just a smidge more, you know, because we know a lot about Universe 7's cast for obvious reasons, and a little bit about Universe 6, so we have reasons to care about these characters because we know a little bit more about them. However, the rest of them we don't know that much about, so we don't have as much of a reason to necessarily care about them. Which I think from a story building standpoint, they should have, you know, introduced us to these characters a little bit more before actually going to the tournament. And they may still do that, who knows, maybe they'll cut away during some of these episodes and just kind of go over them a little bit. But I feel like we need more than just a few seconds or even a couple minutes in an episode to introduce us to them and make us care about them. Because it's going to make us, you know, maybe we don't necessarily want Universe 7 to win if we care about these characters a little bit more. But anyways, I digress on that, so I was just kind of hoping that was going to happen there. But what do you guys think? Are you excited that we're finally going to be actually getting to the start of the tournament in episode 97? And I guess I pretty much covered everything I have to say here. Going back to these episodes here, 94 and 95. So assassins come there and attack Goku and Frieza. I think they're specifically going after Frieza. And we actually get to see Goku and Frieza working together, so that should make for some interesting content. But I think I've covered everything I can cover for the most part. Just real quick, again, both these were done by Herms. All credit to Herms on the translations. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll be linking all this down below, of course, in the description per usual, if you want to come here and read these for yourself. But thanks for watching. Make sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out my official Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch pages. All linked down below in the description of the video, per usual. So, yeah, guys, peace. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z/Kai, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super are all owned by Fuji TV, Toei Animation, Funimation, and Akira Toriyama. I do not claim to own any of these. The video and any images that appear were used under fair use.